I have a 40-hour-a-week job. I work at a bank. Parents have a dairy farm. So at night when I'm not working at the bank, I'm milking cows. Weekends, maybe I'm in Minnesota, drive there for a show, come back the same night. Maybe I'm in Illinois, might be somewhere in Wisconsin. But the bank, I was completely upfront right away. I said, hey, this is what I do. I might come in walking a little stiff someday, or I might have a cut or a bruise. And they said, no, that's fine. And they work with me on it. Tonight's actually the 20th anniversary of Wisconsin Professional Wrestling and all the different names that the company's had throughout the 20 years. So it's one of the main companies that's worked in the Green Bay area. It is a labor of love for all of us because you never know where it's going to take you, but as long as you have a passion for it and you enjoy it, we have to try to get as much in as we can while our bodies still hold out. Stone Cold, The Rock, Triple H, that was kind of what wrestling was growing up as a kid for me. So it's something that we did, or we watched growing up as a kid, and we really liked it. That's not fake. It is scripted, choreographed. It's like a choreography. It's almost like a dance. It is still an art form when you're out there because maybe you want to do something and the crowd just doesn't care. They're not reacting to it. So if you can on the fly figure out, all right, let's do something else, and then the crowd reacts to it, that's where our creativity comes in. That's where this becomes, you hear the art of wrestling. It's about how can we fill in the gaps. Maybe it's a match A through E and you know what A, C, and E are, but B and D you're kind of filling in as you go. We're out there to try to entertain the crowd, is what we're there to do. As an independent wrestler, you go where people want to use you, essentially. So I see a lot of these guys at different shows in Oshkosh or in Milwaukee, sometimes Minnesota. We all kind of just travel around and you know people basically everywhere that you go. But yeah, the locker room here, we're really tight. You have to be, because when we're going in there, you're trusting the other person to take care of you. And if they mess up, you might get hurt. But that's the name of the game, essentially. I didn't start until I was about 27. And I just really take it one day at a time, because if you look at some of the companies, they're signing guys that are older nowadays. Some of their biggest stars in WWE, for example, are in their upper 30s, even in their 40s. So the age isn't as much of a factor as it used to be, and I personally want to make it in this business somewhere, wherever it is. So as long as I can still do this, I'm going to try as hard as I can. The feeling of walking out the curtain, and whether you're the good guy and they're cheering for you, or you're the bad guy and they're booing you, it's just the reaction that you get. It's a feeling unlike any other.